Every morning at 7:30 sharp, Helen watered her roses. And every morning, Tom, her next-door neighbor, started his old, roaring lawnmower exactly at the same time. It had been like this for 3 years. 3 years of complaints, cold looks, and muttered insults over the fence that separated their tiny backyards. "You're doing this on purpose," Helen shouted once, clutching her watering can. Tom only shrugged. "Grass doesn't cut itself." They fought over everything: parking spots, fallen leaves, even the shadow of Tom's maple that leaned slightly over Helen's garden. Neither remembered how it started, but both were sure it wasn't their fault. Until the storm came. That evening, rain poured down like never before. The power went out, the streetlights flickered, and the little creek behind their houses began to swell. Helen watched in horror as water rushed toward her garden, and her roses. She ran outside, slipping on the wet grass, trying to pull the drain covers open. The current was too strong. Then, through the rain, she heard a voice, "Move aside." It was Tom, soaked to the bone, holding a shovel. Together they worked in silence, digging a small trench to redirect the water. The mud splashed, the rain whipped their faces, but they didn't stop. By midnight, the danger was over. Helen's garden, and Tom's shed, were safe. They stood there, breathing heavily, both covered in mud. For the first time, Helen noticed how tired Tom's eyes looked. For the first time, Tom noticed how her hands trembled, not from anger, but from fear. "Guess we made a good team," he said with a crooked smile. Helen almost smiled back. "Don't get used to it." But something changed after that night. The next morning, Helen found her broken fence fixed. And a small note taped to it, "Thanks for the help. Sorry about the mower. Tom." Weeks later, she left a pie on his porch. No note, just the smell of apples and cinnamon. The argument stopped. The fence stayed, but the silence between them softened. Sometimes, on warm evenings, they'd both be outside, Helen with her watering can, Tom with his mower, and they'd just nod to each other. Not friends. Not enemies. Just neighbors who had finally learned that peace can grow, even over a fence. Lydia hated mornings, mostly because of him. Her neighbor, Mr. Grant, thought 6 a.m. was the perfect time to hammer or drill something that didn't need fixing. She was a writer chasing silence, he was a widower clinging to noise. Their walls were thin, every sound, every sigh, every argument passed through. "Do you ever sleep?" she once shouted. "Do you ever stop complaining?" he shot back. From then on, only petty revenge, loud music, trash bins, accidentally misplaced, notes on the door. Then came winter. One morning, Lydia saw smoke rising from his kitchen. She ran over, found him on the floor, dizzy and pale. He faintly smiled. "Didn't think you'd be the one saving me." "Didn't think I'd want to," she said. After that, things softened. She brought tea, he fixed her window. They spoke through cups of coffee and the sound of gentle hammering. When spring arrived, Lydia finished her novel. The dedication read, "For the man behind the wall, who reminded me that life is louder than silence." One morning, she found a small carved bird on her windowsill, oak, smooth, wordless. From next door came the faint tap of a hammer. Gentle this time.